so you guys can know who the sharks are. And then I want to tell you guys, those of you who do not know me, I win every pitch competition that I have ever entered. Like I win cash money for my pitch competitions, and my greatest training came from American Express. I also have a partnership with American Express as well. So I'm super excited to just give you guys some tips. We do have Angelique on here as well. She pitched last year and she paid me one time, but it wasn't that much money. But she ended up getting free mentorship, everybody. And we really were able to just change her life. She graduated from Elaine Sterling, so she's gonna talk about that. And so we're excited to have somebody who did pitch last year as well to give you guys some tips to just, let the best person win. And so I'm super excited. So we want to start with the visionary of the Skin Games herself, the living legend, the one and only Miss Jennifer, to let you guys know who she is, what she has to offer, why she is a shark. And Miss Jennifer, the floor is yours.
Why, thank you, Candace, and I'm so excited. I have some people trying to peek in here. Thanks you guys for joining, and I'm so happy for Candace. And ever since I've met her years ago, she's always been, ask her something, and I know she mentors this too. She always says, you got to take opportunities. And, the first thing she goes, and what more can I do? And one more, I mean, every single time. So I think that's really important. You never can get ahead if you don't, take on some of these opportunities. And just so you know, Candace, we have a lot of people that have already filled out the application because they're dying to do this. So we're real excited. A lot of people from Elaine Sterling too. So I'm Jennifer Rosenblum, and I direct the Skin Games. I came up with that, and it was a problem that I had in trying to show people, results and testimonials and things like that. So I just decided to go for it. I had no clue what I was doing. One thing I do have is enthusiasm, motivation. I have spirit. In fact, when I was in high school, I was the spirit commissioner. So I always have a lot of spirit. And I think that's what one of the things I can offer as a shark. I have some money, so that's good, but I also have a lot of connections. And I think that I've helped a lot of people move ahead for the last, well, not only the last, 10 years, but way past then. So I'll be looking for people with motivation, with integrity, with a good idea, but then also the follow through, because I feel like that's where a lot of us lack, is not the follow through. So that's what I'll be looking for. And I hope to see you guys at the Shark Tank.
Thank you, Miss Jennifer. So our second shark, everybody, she is a returning shark. She was with us last year, and she is a doctor, okay? And she owns a very successful med spa as well. So Dr. Donna Patterson, please introduce yourself. Let them know who you are and what you have to offer as a shark.
Hello, everyone. How are you all doing? Thank you for joining us tonight. My name is Dr. Donna Patterson. I am one of the shark that will be on the Shark Tank this year. I was there last year as well. But a little bit about me, I own a medical spa called Rejuvenate Health Med Spa here in McDonough, Georgia. And I specialize in medical weight loss. We do IV therapy. And of course, we're also bringing in the skin, the skin, the facial, the anti-aging. What I have to offer is I having started a business, fairly new business, we're not even 2 years in yet, and having to go through the process of growing that business and learning from the mistakes and seeking mentorship and guidance and just understanding better what it is to be a business owner and not just a service provider is an amazing transition from where I was when I started. Thanks to mentorship from Candace here, Holyfield Parker herself, who took me under her wings and made sure that I believed in myself enough to do the things that were required of me to be successful. And thanking her, and of course, thanking God and the people I've met along the way for having come this far and being successful in my business. And I've helped so many people in their journey to better health and better wellness. So I am looking forward to meeting you all. I'm looking forward to hearing the different pitches, but I I applaud you, first of all, for being brave enough to do it, because not many people are brave enough to stand in front of a crowd and talk about their business. But make sure that when you stand in front of that crowd, you are taking this very seriously. This is not just a little pitch competition. This is you representing your business, you're representing your brand, you're representing your trademark, or whatever that invention is that you came up with. And Candice always said you need to treat your business like a big business. You know, whether you're a minority or you're in the major groups, your business is a big business and it should be treated as such. So when you come to us, be serious about what you're presenting, be serious about the information, the numbers, because we will ask you questions. How much does this cost to produce? So what are the projections? Make sure that you know these things so that we're better able to make an informed decision when it comes to judging your pitch. Thank you all very much.
That is so good. So everybody, I don't want you guys
Thank
to
you.
think that you are just an esthetician. Dr. Donna that's who take care of us when we go to the emergency room, and she needs mentorship as well. So I'm super excited for us to have a very diverse panel of sharks to help everybody who is competing. Up next, y'all, we have the one and only, we have the biggest, Miss Elaine Sterling. The floor is yours, beautiful.
Thank you so much. Hey, everybody. I'm so excited to be with you tonight. And I'm so honored that I was asked to be a shark. A little bit about me. I know what it takes to start a business. I started my business with a credit card and a prayer, single mom, cancer survivor. And I was like, and everybody was like, well, what do you know about business? You know, you don't have a business degree. And I had a vision. I had a vision, and I started my school with a credit card and a prayer, 1,800 square feet. And what I heard was the first thing I did was my
Who washed your hair, friend?
sorry, the first thing I did was my website, and I made myself seem huge, like I was like global, but meantime I was in a tiny space. So always make yourself look, when you're marketing and branding, bigger than you are. And that's what I did. But I worked very hard, and I taught one student at a time until I built what I have today, which is 40,000 square feet, 5 programs, and another school on the way. And basically I expanded now 9 times, and opening up another school, and have not borrowed any money, you know. And so always putting money back in my business. So what I'm looking for is that passion, and that I'm willing to do what it takes. And then I've also filled a void. I saw this void in the industry, and this is what my product or service will fill, right? So I'm looking for that innovative idea, and I'm also looking for enthusiasm, excitement, and what have you done so far, and what are you willing to do, and how much have you sold so far, and also where do you see it going? Because if you're not growing, you're dying, right? Without a vision, the people perish. So you've always got to be growing, and what does that look like? So I want to know what your plan is, because you know the world is changing. So those are some of the things that I'm looking for, and I'm very excited and to be part of this. And I just thank you all, and I'm very humbled to be asked.
Wow, we are so excited to have you. Those of you who don't know Miss Elaine, y'all, she is a big ball of energy, okay? She is like so much fun. So me, her, and Jennifer together, and Jake, and Dr. Donna, and Key, and Angelique, we're going to have so much fun. So I'm super excited that you are joining us this year. Next up, we want to bring up the one and only, everybody. Her name is Key Curry. I told Taylor that, I said, Key don't be on social media. I said, baby, Key done built her business, and she don't be on social media. So everybody, Key is phenomenal. She is an esthetician as well. She has multiple wax locations, like 10, 20 rooms, her own wax line. She was inducted into our Spa Hall of Fame many years ago. And so we're super excited to have her join this year as well, because she is so amazing. So we're glad, Key, that you came out of your bubble for Skin Games this year. So the floor is yours to tell them who you are and what you have to help them as a shark this year.
Well, thank you. Thank you, everybody, for having me. I'm honored as well to be here. I've heard so much about the Skin Games. never been able to participate in it. So I'm super excited to do this year. Even more excited to be along Candace. When I started my journey, Candace actually was my mentor. When I started out, I started out in the industry about 13 years ago. I worked for the biggest wax company in America. I wanted to franchise this company. I was not allowed to franchise, so I decided to go out on my own. And when I did that, I met Candace, got up under her mentorship, and the rest is pretty much history. I do have two locations, one in Memphis, Tennessee, one here in Atlanta, Georgia. I've employed over 200 women. Out of those 200 women, about 70 of those women have gone on to start their own businesses with my guidance and mentorship as well. I have my own wax line that a lot of estheticians use worldwide. So what I'm looking for is just motivated individuals, people that are ready to hit the ground running, looking for new ideas, some new things to come through in the aesthetics industry and see where that can go. So I'm just excited to be here, and I'm wishing everybody the best.
Wow, thank you, Key. I'm so glad you're coming. So everybody, y'all know we cannot do anything without the number one male marketer in the world. Like, we would be doing you guys a disservice if we did not have the one and only Jake and Tony, who I love so much. I met them at the Skin Games, and we just love each other, and they are so amazing at what they do. You guys, if you don't have clients, you want to be getting on their webinars. They do not play, okay? They have helped many, many of my clients, many of my tribe members. And so if you guys do not know them, make sure you meet them this weekend. And Jake was also a shark last year. Tony was just on one of my lives saying, Candace, you need some help. So they are always supporting. And I just love that about them. So Jake and Tony, if you can let them know, this is a dynamic duo, everybody, okay? They don't have a six-figure esthetician on her with them. She part of their crew too, okay? So if you guys could just let them know who you are and what you have to offer as a shark.
Hey, thanks for that intro, Candace. Yeah, this will be our third year at Skin Games, and so we'll be there at the Beauty Biz Pro booth. That's our marketing agency. So I come from a military background. I was an Air Force pilot, and about halfway through my career, my aunt, who's a salon owner and esthetician, she was like, "Hey, Jake, can you help me with some marketing? I need help." And long story short, I ended up getting her great results, and I just got addicted. I loved helping people. I loved empowering beauty professionals, and since then I've been blessed to be able to help probably Tony, at least 5,000 or more at this point. So yeah, that's what we love doing. We love helping you guys with marketing, with advertising. As far as the shark thing, I've always been passionate about entrepreneurship. I was the first entrepreneur in my family, and so being able to figure all that out on my own. Well, I don't want to say my own because I had a lot of help, coming along the way. I had a lot of mentors. I had a lot of people that I found that coached me, and so that's why I love giving back now and coaching and helping and mentoring everyone who would take it. And I believe in Tony. I'll let you speak. It's kind of like our webinar where I talk too much. Go for it. But I believe in the power of one more. If you guys ever read Ed Milet's book, he talks about you're one relationship away, one connection away, one strategy or move away from making it to where you want to be, to that dream life. And I firmly believe that. And so I've already partnered with multiple people before. One of those companies going to over $15 million in sales. And so I understand the partner dynamic. And what I'm looking for in a good partner is someone who has more than an idea. Because let's be honest, everyone has an idea. And then more importantly, everyone has an excuse. And so if you can learn to get rid of the excuses and you can take that idea and actually make it into a real action plan and something that you're going to stick to. And like, some of the other sharks have mentioned, have real numbers, when you show up, that's important to us. As well as, let's see. Yeah, I think that's the main thing I'm looking, and a great attitude. I think, we're always going to have frustrations and challenges and obstacles. That's just a given in entrepreneurship. And so if you can't handle that, you're probably not meant to be an entrepreneur. And so I'm looking for people who are resilient and can fight through that.
Yeah, and so my name's Tony Cruz. I am Jake Randolph's business partner and chief operations officer for Beauty Biz Pro. I've been in the spa industry actually since 2017. I actually interviewed Jake for my wife's aesthetic studio back in 2017 because I knew one big thing was, the power of growing your business, especially if you're a new entrepreneur. It's very scary. You get really that shiny object syndrome. You're like, oh my God, this new modality, this new back bar is going to really change my business. And that was the road I saw my wife go down in her aesthetics practice. I was like, no, 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 no. Before you even buy any of that, look into any of that, you need to have clients to sell to. And I knew that marketing was her first step before she even looked at anything else. And so I actually interviewed Jake and hired him back in 2017. It was actually a grueling interview. I put him through. I was kind of a jerk. But now we're best friends, like brothers and business partners. And, my whole passion in the beauty industry is helping entrepreneurs grow through tactful sales practices, making sure you guys know how to build relationships and really grow your business through not just discounts. I hate discounts. I hate all that. Like let's be the race to the bottom. That's not how we sell and train our clients. Now, what I'm looking for in a partner is someone that understands that success is a literal decision. Let me repeat that again. Success is a literal decision, and someone who's willing to put it all on the line. I don't believe in guarantees. I don't believe in, taking the safe route. As an entrepreneur, you have to be willing to take risk and take, advantage of what's in front of you. And for those of you who are going to be in front of me, Jake, and everybody else, this is a very defining moment in your life and career. Dr. Patterson said this should not be taken lightly, and she is 100% correct. We have real money to invest. I have real money to invest. Jake has real money to invest. Candace has real money to invest, and she's doing it. And here's the thing: pitch us, take it seriously, know your numbers, and really bring it that night because it's going to be an epic event. And I'm looking forward to hopefully helping some of you out.
I love that. So, guys, we have about 20, 25 minutes before this Zoom ends. We do have a shark this year who was a contestant last year, and she ended up getting free mentorship from me. I see somebody has texted me and said, Candace, you didn't introduce yourself. My friend is sitting here, and she doesn't know you, and I'm trying to tell her how much of a big deal you are, but you can do it better. So I do want to apologize for not even introducing myself. I was just so excited about all of the sharks. So before we bring up Angelique, we will immediately go into just giving you guys some tips because she was a contestant last year, and then we want to make sure we have 15 minutes at least for Q&A before this has to end. But those of you who do not know me, I first want to say thank you so much for being here. You guys can Google me, Six Figure Spa Chick, spell out the six, and don't leave out the spa. I have a very, very public resume. I am the #1 spa queen in the United States of America. I own the largest Black spa community in the world that is called Spa Boss Tribe. At the current moment, everybody, I have helped 37 spa and beauty pros make their first $1 million in their business. And at this current moment, I have put out over $100 million in revenue to spa professionals. My biggest membership, I think I had 15,000 members. We do have a free marketing group for you guys to join. It is absolutely free. We never charge for it. And so I'm just super excited about who I am and what I do. I have been in spa, everybody, for 15 years. And so I'm celebrating 10 years this year as Six Figure Spa Chick and 15 years in the spa industry. I am not an esthetician, but everybody thinks I am an esthetician. But because I have a full service spa, I work with hairstylists, estheticians, nail techs, and nurses in my own business. And in my spa, guys, everybody has to have good credit, everybody has to have funding, and everybody has to make at least $260,000. That is my commitment to everybody, free of charge. And then, of course, people who want to make $1 million+ or get on social media, start a product line, they do call me. So just a quick intro because I just want to make sure we have enough time to do Q&A. So I do want to bring up our last but not least shark, who was a contestant, who was one of my success students. I'm super excited that she's here. So you guys have a cheat code on here tonight from an actual contestant to just give you guys, she's going to tell you who she is, but I really want her to start off giving you guys some tips on what you can do to actually win. So even though she didn't win the prize money, she did get free mentorship, and that was worth more than the prize money that was given out. So Angelique, let them know who you are and let them know what you have to offer so we can help them win this money.
Yes, yes. I'm super excited to be here, you guys. So I'm a licensed massage therapist and an expert Thai massage instructor. And so, like she said, I was here last year, and one thing I will say is like it's a like Jake was saying, it's a lot of people with good ideas. So it has to be something that's gonna set you apart from just having a good idea. And I think a big thing for me would be your energy that you're bringing to it, because one thing that I've learned in being in business is you are the business. And so before anybody buys into your idea, they have to buy into you. And so I know that I've made so many connections and relationships that I've made and partnerships and things like that just off of who I am. Because when I first started, I didn't really have anything to brag on or say, oh, I have this or that. But people believed in me. They believed in the energy that I was bringing and were able to connect with me. And that really pushed me into the rooms that I needed to be in. So I would say that's a big thing. Like, come in there and really be yourself and let that authenticity really sell what it is you're selling before you have to even, pitch it yourself. But also, like they said, just knowing your numbers, because they are going to ask you all these questions. Don't come in there looking crazy, because they're going to ask you, and so the more prepared that you are, I think will give you a better advantage versus coming in there and just kind of winging it. Like, don't feel like, oh, what's my business? So I know. No, like I literally paid somebody to do a whole like business breakdown for me and everything else because I wanted to really know my numbers. And so, yeah, I think just like Candace said, come in with not necessarily the expectation of winning, but just be open to what may come, whether you win or not. Because if I would have gotten discouraged and been like, oh, I didn't win, whatever, then I wouldn't be sitting here where I am today. And so I just encourage everybody to really just take full opportunity, to take full advantage of the opportunity, because we do have some really amazing people here. And yeah, so I'm just excited to meet everybody. I really am. I appreciate Candace for the opportunity. She also is my mentor as well. And so I was able to scale my business very quickly. And so just in my first year of business, I was able to scale up to 6 figures in my first year. And so I just really am here to inspire people and let people know like you can do it and don't feel like you're too small. There's no such thing. We all have to start off, like Elaine said, she started off just really bigging herself up more than what she even was, because you are that person. Your future self is still you. And so I just have learned to really tap into that. So I am excited to meet everybody.
Thank you so much. And I just want to tell you guys that she is investing her hard earned money to give to one of you. And I know all the applicants are not on the line right now, but I just want to say thank you for believing in the vision and thank you for paying it forward to help another esthetician. So, Taylor, I'm going to turn it over to you because I know we are short on time. So you can let us know what you want us to talk about next to just make sure we get a chance for them to ask all of their questions.
Perfect. So I'd like to go over what you're looking for in a pitch specifically, as in time, and then open it up for conversation. And if somebody wants to ask a specific Sharka question, they can do that as well.
So we do want to let everybody know last year, the line never stopped. Okay. So you guys are going to be able to come pitch on Thursday. Taylor can confirm the time that you guys can come pitch on Thursday. And then you guys can pitch on Friday morning as well, as we know everybody won't be in town on Thursday. But pitching will cut off at 1 o'clock on Friday morning. And you will only have 1 minute to pitch on Thursday or on Friday. From everybody who's going to pitch, we're going to get everybody's phone number. And then no later than 4 o'clock, we will announce who the 10 finalists are to come pitch in front of all of the sharks. And when you guys come pitch, you will have 1 minute to pitch in front of all of the sharks, but you will be in front of the sharks for 5 minutes, because we have 4 minutes for, maybe you guys are going to bring props or demos, or depending on what you're pitching, that we can see it, touch it, feel it. And then, of course, for the sharks to be able to ask you questions in those 4 minutes. But the pitch will only be 1 minute long. We do have a timer this year. And so we do have some new rules because a lot of people went over their pitch last year. We just want to make sure we give everybody a fair amount of time. So Taylor has ordered a huge timer for this year. So we just want to make sure you guys don't go over the time. And if you do, you will be disqualified, or Taylor will let you know what will happen if you go over your 1 minute pitch, just to make sure we can stay in the time frame. So we're going to get you guys phone numbers. We're going to send out a text with a flyer to say, hey, these are the 10 finalists. This is the room where we're doing the final pitch. This is the time we need you there. And so we're super excited about that. Really quick, just to help you guys with your pitch, it is a book that I live by, everybody, and it's called Blue Ocean Strategy. So if you do not have their book at the moment, I live my life by their book. If you want to listen to it on Audible, if you want to buy it, that is a really great book to just help you with your business ideas and to be able to have something unique to bring to all of the sharks. And I want you guys to know too, it's not just about the money. Like somebody will walk away with thousands of dollars. We were announced their winner on Saturday night at the dinner. So I hope you guys have your dinner tickets, and I will hand you guys over the money that night. So I'm super excited about that. But you guys also, if one of the sharks like you for whatever reason, they can offer you whatever they desire. So I just want you guys to really come with your A game and just be in a position and a mindset to, you know, take something home, whether it was networking or learning something from somebody else's pitch. And of course, possibly getting a partnership and the money or mentorship with one of the sharks. Back on you, Taylor.
Oh, it's all you. You can open it up for
Oh,
questions and
okay.
answers now. Yeah.
Okay, so those of you who have a question, I don't know if Taylor wants you guys to raise your hand. I'm not sure if you guys can unmute, but we do want to make sure that we can answer your questions. I know it was a question came in about a nonprofit organization. You guys can definitely pitch a nonprofit organization. You guys can definitely pitch products as well. That was another question that already just came in before tonight. So you guys at this moment, you can pitch anything that you like. So I just want to put that out there for everybody. So if you guys do have a question, Taylor, you want them to raise their Zoom hand? Or what would you like?
They can unmute themselves and ask.
Oh, okay. All right. So if anybody has a question, you can unmute yourself.
Figure esthetician. Hi, six-figure esthetician. This is Terry Berry, the rhyming name girl. I wanted to ask you, we currently own 3 businesses, so we have a track history with those, but this would be a separate entity. So mention them, don't mention them, the 3 businesses?
If it was me personally and I'm pitching, I would mention my success with my other businesses just to show my track record that I have, you know, done things and they have been successful. I do want to ask Jennifer and Taylor while we're on here. Last year we had a lot of like judges pitching. I don't think the judges should pitch, but I would just, you know, Taylor and Jennifer, if you can just clarify if the judges, like the judges of the Skin Games, like people who was a judge of Compassion, people who was a, you know, wax judge, they were like pitching their businesses. So, and some of them won money last year. So what do you guys think about that? Taylor,
I'll turn it over to Jennifer. Unmute yourself.
I personally think it's that they should be able to pitch, you know.
Okay.
But if you feel differently, it's your gig. So I'm up for it. But I don't see why they shouldn't. I mean, they're estheticians too, and they're just taking the role on as a judge. A lot of them were players before, and I think it's you know, a lot of them are trying to build business too. That's why they're judging and getting out there. That's what my own opinion.
Oh, no, this baby, the Skin Games is yours. I'm just here to be an asset. So we did get a question about that. Somebody, and I didn't say it, somebody said, hey, you know, y'all was letting judges pitch. And so that's where it came from. So Jennifer has clarified that their judges are able to pitch. So if a judge wants to pitch, a judge can pitch. So we just want to clarify that as well.
But Candace, we should mention that I know that there was a couple people that were pitching nonprofit ideas, and I think you guys had mentioned that, you know, they were very good ideas, but this wasn't a nonprofit compassionate type of thing. This is you know, for profit. So isn't that correct? Isn't that what you guys did last year?
I mean, they pitched it, and some of them won money outside of the big gig. So if people do want to pitch a nonprofit, you guys can pitch that. You know, nonprofits need money as well. So we are allowing you guys to pitch nonprofits as well. But make sure you guys sign up for the compassion category next year if you did not, and you're doing anything, you know, compassion work. I think that's a really great place. And they always raise a lot of money to give away for the winner of the compassion category as well. There go Holly. Holly won last year, guys. She won money last year as well. Did anybody else have a question about the competition, the pitch?
I have a question.
We can hear
hi.
you. Go ahead. Hey.
Good. So are we able to pitch different, like multiple ideas? Even, I mean, maybe if we get back in line,
No.
just
So it's we don't have enough time. We were doing pitches until my neck almost fell off my shoulder last year. So we do have to limit it to one idea per person just to make sure we're giving good, because last year, y'all, we had to cut the line off and some people didn't even get a chance to pitch because we literally just ran out of time. So we definitely have to do just one pitch per person.
okay, perfect.
Anybody else have a question?
Or, sorry, it's Terry again. Are we allowed to use a whiteboard or a flip chart to do like projected numbers?
Yeah, now if you guys want to bring in your own whiteboard, I don't know if we will have a whiteboard down there, but if you guys, like last year, people brought in like papers, folders, like they was doing it last year. So if you guys want to print it out, it's only, I think, is it 6 of us, Taylor? 6 sharks?
I think there's 8 total.
Oh, so it's 8 sharks. So if you guys do want to print something out to give us with your numbers, just because y'all, the 1 minute goes by so fast. And so I just want to make sure, you guys are, getting your due diligence to, really pitch. So if you want to, like, hand all of us something, I would, highly suggest it just to make sure you can have the full time to pitch.
Perfect. Thank you.
I would like to go over again. So this is going to be Thursday night. Is that correct? From 5 to or 6 to 9, you'll be doing the pitches.
Yes. So yes, thank you so much, Ms. Jennifer. So yes, I will be there on site will I be in that room downstairs or somewhere else?
I thought we were going to set you up at your booth. It was going to be on the mezzanine floor. But
Okay.
You can actually pre-sign up, and then I think you can also sign up at the booth, right? But I
Yeah.
think you're going to be taking the ones that have already pre-signed up, and then others, so they're more likely to get their pitch in if they do the pre-sign up. However, that being said, you can still try to get in with Candace at the booth, right?
Yeah. So I highly recommend you guys doing the pre-sign up just for me to see how many people it is, just to make sure. I'm gonna take me an NRG that day. That's an energy pill. So if you guys know, people coming to other institutions, I would highly recommend the pre-sign up, because people were just walking up last year. Maybe they didn't check their emails or they didn't catch a Zoom like this, so they didn't even know. And so we tried our best to just accommodate as many people as possible, but we definitely had to turn some people away. So yes, it will be Thursday night. You guys will be able to come pitch for 1 minute. We won't be giving feedback this time. That's another place we messed up last year. We was giving feedback and it made it go longer. So doing your original pitch, you would just pitch only for 1 minute, and then we would go to the next person. And then we would do it again Friday. I think it's going to be from 10 to 1. And then we would announce the 10 finalists. We would text you guys. It'll be a flyer to post on the main page. We'll all be sharing.
And I believe it's the skingames.com/spot tank. Taylor, is that correct? The link?
I'll check it right now.
You guys can know who the sharks are. And then I want to tell you guys, those of you who do not know me, I win. Oh, that's a recording, Taylor.
Sorry.
All right. So I just want to make sure. So if you guys are not coming in town on Thursday, please pre-register to pitch on Friday. Does the business have to be an active business? So it could definitely be just a new idea that you have. So it could be new. They're gonna pre-sign up. Okay, there we go. And Jake said the 1 minute goes by fast. Did any other questions did you guys have?
Yes, I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, my name is Louise from Amalou. I have a question about the projections. So if this is a new idea that we have and we don't really have projections to go by, what is something that we can give y'all if we don't have projections?
That is an amazing question. Thank you so much for asking it. So everybody should have a business plan. If you guys want to go get a free business plan, the website is called Law, LAW, and then it's Depot, DEPOT.com. When the website pops up, just go to the search bar and type in business plan, and you guys will be able to create you one. There's just one site I can think off the top of my head. So everybody should have a business plan. And when you guys go there, it's going to be like questions already there to help you, out. And Jake said Chat GPT. That's what he said, the #1 male marketer in the world. So you guys can use Chat GPT to, help them come up with your business plan, your projections, and then you can go to their website as well. so you guys can give that, to the Sharks or just help you to present. I do want to tell everybody too, don't try to memorize your pitch. I think that those last year that was throwing people off big time. They were trying to memorize it. Y'all, this is fun. Like the Skin Games is fun. So I don't want you guys getting stressed out about your pitch. It's going to be a very fun night. So don't try to memorize it, but think about your key points or topics. And you can have your own paper you may, need to reference back to. But because we're going to be asking you questions over the 4 minutes. So make sure you guys just keep that in mind as well. So do your business.
Can you repeat that website one more time?
Yeah, it's Law. Can y'all put it in the website? Donna or Angelique, those of you who know me, lawdepot.com. So Law, LAWDEPOT.com. I'm from Memphis, Tennessee, y'all. So I have a very country accent. There we go. Thank you so much, Taylor. So that is a website you guys can go to. And of course, ChatGPT will do it for you as well. So make sure y'all just keep that in mind. Yes, Blue Ocean Strategy. That is a book that I recommend to help you guys with your ideas. It is, we live by that book over in Six Figure Spot Chick Land. So that would just be another game changer for you guys to help with your pitch. Did y'all have any more questions? We have to end in like 3 minutes. Everybody good?
Hello, I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, my name is Kathy. I am participating this year, so I'm super excited. My question is in regards to us pitching. I know that we only have 1 minute, and I know it's best to be as natural as we can, but yet informative. Is it okay if we use note cards towards our pitch or no, like as a reference, or do you prefer us to just do what's from our heart?
So if it was me, I would use the note cards when the Sharks ask you questions.
Okay.
Because if you only got 1 minute, it just goes by too fast. Also, y'all, they do have another Zoom for the wax competition. It's 7:45. If you guys have questions, you can DM me on Instagram. It's 6 Figure Spot Chick. You can leave me a voice note, and then I will leave you a voice note back just to make sure you guys are prepared. And I do IG lives. I need to do an IG live. So you guys can just DM me if you have questions, and I'll make sure I answer just to make sure you guys are prepared as possible.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Taylor, we got time for one more question?
Yes.
Did anybody else have a question? Did the Sharks want to add anything before? Because we got like 2 minutes left.
When it comes to the papers, it's helpful having like something printed out, but it's also be careful about printing out too much stuff, because when we're trying to listen to you for a minute and then we also have like 10 papers to go through, it's just too much information to process.
Because people came with books, encyclopedias last year. So yeah, if you guys can just like bullet point what you want us to know, or just bullet point what you may say in your pitch, like your projections, if it's an existing business, what you've already done, what you plan to do, what would you spend if you win, what would you spend the money on? If you need mentorship, write on your paper, hey y'all, I need mentorship. So, those will be good things as well that we would, suggest you guys try to put on a piece of paper, but just make it be topics. So, we can't easily glance over. That was good, Jake. Thank you so much. I think we're done. They have to go to the wax Zoom, but if you guys need me, definitely send me a DM on Instagram. It's 6 Figure Spot Chick. Have fun. Don't stress yourself. The weekend is going to be phenomenal, and we can't wait to see you guys. Thank you, Jennifer and Taylor and all of the Sharks and all of the contestants.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. I'm going to invite Tori on. She's going to lead it. Jennifer, do you want to start by talking a little bit about the wax competition or hosting before Tori gets on?
Sure. So, hi, everyone. We have such a great